Ya, ini adalah tempat di mana kita memberikan sumbangan food aid lah secara regular. Ya, di sini ada 180 lebih keluarga. Ya. Ya. Bagi pelayanan food aid ini, secara pribadi saya melakukannya secara khusus lebih kurang 5 tahun yang lalu. Bermula daripada satu komuniti kecil di sebuah tempat yang dipanggil Kampung Kude. Ya, Kampung Kude sebuah resettlement berdekatan dengan sekolah di mana isteri saya mengajar. Ya, bermula dengan kanak-kanak yang diajarkan di sekolah. Dari situ terus kepada keluarga, dan kami memberikan bantuan bukan saja makanan, tetapi berupa bahan-bahan pembelajaran. Ya, itu pada mulanya ya fokus yang dilakukan ya sebelum pandemik.
Dan untuk itu kerajaan memutuskan untuk melaksanakan perintah
2 tahun yang lalu kita melihat impak ya COVID ini kepada komuniti adalah sangat kuat, di mana saya dapat melihat banyak ataupun ramai keluarga kehilangan pendapatan mereka, yang tidak bekerja tetap, yang bekerja sambilan. Inilah orang-orang yang terkesan oleh COVID-19 ini.
Back in October, the family had gone through, heartbreak, and we were all in mourning together. And during that time, I guess it's also a time where you stop and you think about life and what's important, what's meaningful to you. And during that mourning period where we were all at home, I got a message from a complete stranger on Instagram telling me, hey, there's something happening down at Haji Bakar. There are people who are in quarantine where they don't have enough face masks, they don't have enough hand sanitizer, and asking whether I could help. And then I Googled, Haji Bakar, what's happening, and it was there, an article that morning that they were all under lockdown and that they needed supplies. So I pledged and I said, okay, I'll help with a certain amount, but he's like, well, we need more. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna use my Instagram, I'm just gonna put it out there and see. By the time I woke up in the morning, so many people had pledged, and I was really shocked. I thought, you don't even know Kuching, you don't know what's happening, but you're trusting me. And we ended up helping, 2 blocks in Haji Bakar, which was huge. In total, I think it was 30,000 ringgit in aid that we raised within 24 hours.
So how you never met that person before?
I know.
It's social media, and you
I think the best thing about social media, people always say that, can you trust? And I'm like, you can find so much more about a person through social media. And I feel like they're giving a piece of their life out in public. So that one specific person I messaged, and I could see we had 2 common friends. And I think Kuching is so small as well. I'm trusting, and he's trusting me to, ask me, am I willing to do something? And he gave me a wake-up call, because in our mourning and in our sadness, I think him giving me a reason to wake up and just help and do something helped me. It helped me probably more out of all of this experience, I think, at that time. When you lose somebody so close to you, sometimes you can't see when is that rainbow going to come. You're in such darkness, and I think helping people gets you up in the morning. And I was so motivated that morning when I woke up. I'm like, I need to get masks, I need to get sanitizer, I need to message suppliers, I need to see how much I can buy with the money that like we had raised together. When we dropped off, he's like, okay, this is where you need to drop it off, and he made sure that the supplies were given to the families. Yeah, so I think this digital world has actually connected us so much more than before.
How do you come up with this, like...
The food list?
Yes, the food
Yeah.
list.
So first of all, Google. Google's an amazing place. Googled World Health Organization on food that they would use on missions, places where there's no refrigeration. So important is like protein, you want to get vegetables, you want to get salt, sugar, oil, carbohydrates. So the most important thing is rice. Rice in our community is important. Rice is life, rice was the most important. The next was eggs. We really, really wanted eggs, and that's like a luxury because you've got a tray of 30 eggs. You've got your protein there. The next was bihun. We've got ketchup manis, so you've got your sweet and salty sauce, pickled lettuce, and we had canned sardines with tomatoes. Cooking oil is another essential. And if we could, we'd have salt and sugar. And dry biscuits. So dry biscuits was another great quick meal for them. So kids can have that for breakfast, 3 or 4 dry Osborne biscuits. And that was it. That was in the aid bag. And for a family that is careful and maybe they might grow, some local vegetables outside or be able to catch fish, that would be enough to sustain them for a week. So that was our plan, and that's what we're still doing today, is food essentials only. So we don't have luxury items like coffee and tea because they're expensive and they're not needed to survive. Moving fresh items is really difficult for the volunteers because they're going out. Sometimes these missions can be 8 hours away from town. And also they might get stopped. They might not be able to fulfill the mission on that day. But also these families don't have refrigeration. That's another thing that you've got to take into account. That the majority of the families that we're helping don't have refrigeration. A lot of them don't have access to clean water. Their living conditions are not what we would consider, basic. It's not. It's a lot worse than what you think. Yeah. Kuching Food Aid belongs to everybody. Like, it's a community initiative. And I always love that because I can't do it by myself, obviously. It has to be the community doing it. So a volunteer that I have to say, that comes to my heart for Kuching has to be Pastor Roland. He showed up one day asking for aid through another volunteer. And he didn't ask for a lot. And he said, I want to show you. Will you come down? And so I did. I loaded up the aid in my car. I drove down to this location he gave me. And he says, we have to do it here because I don't want you going in because there's too many families. He's like, there's over 200 families, but I've only asked you for 30 aid. We did the exchange, and then he's like, I want to show you, I want to take you in. So he took me in to this one disclosed location, and I was shocked. I was like, I cannot believe that there are so many families living like this, so close to where I live. Pastor Roland, after that, we've worked really closely together, and he is an Energizer bunny. He just loads up, locks up, and he's out. And he does missions in rural areas as well. And he's got a heart of gold. Him and his wife, together with Lena, they've been a magical couple here in Kuching, and lots of volunteers have connected with them and have been helping them move the aid. So Pastor Rollins holds a special place in my heart here.
bagaimana saya ada link dengan Chantal ataupun Kuching Food Aid? Semasa itu COVID baru bermula, ya, dan pihak gereja melalui pelayanan kami di Kampung Kude memang sudah memulai terlebih awal daripada COVID itu, ya, memberikan bantuan berupa makanan. Saya diberitahu bahwa dia adalah bekerja di MBKS, ya. Sebab Chantal pun ada connection memberikan melalui MBKS, ya. Dan seseorang itu memperkenalkan saya kepada Chantal, dan dari situ kami bermula awal penghujung tahun 2020, ya, Oktober saya masih ingat, kami team up, ya. Saya daripada gereja dan dia daripada, masa itu belum lagi daripada Kuching Food Aid, seingat saya, ya, masih secara individual, dan sama-sama kami punya visi yang sama, melihat kepada keperluan, ya, untuk orang ataupun keluarga-keluarga diberikan bantuan makanan, kerana masa itu impak COVID ini telah mulai dilihat dan dirasa. Dan di situ persahabatan bermula. Melalui persahabatan ini kita punya visi yang sama, iaitu mengasihani orang yang di dalam kesusahan. Jadi saya dapat merasakan kita dapat melakukannya bersama-sama.
How do you know Chantal, or how do you know her?
Okay, Chantal, she knocked us on our Instagram page and she said that she was running one good cause, like giving food to the needy in Kuching. So what we did is we have said, okay, it's really interesting and we can meet. So the next day, Chantal came to our office and then we met. And then on that same day, we decided to help Chantal, help Kuching Food Aid. What we did is we have, on the same day in 24 hours, we have brought Kuching Food Aid from offline to online. We have brought their products online on our website, and then people started ordering online. People from all around the world started buying their products, buying their box. Even from Australia, from USA, from Hong Kong, from Singapore, and people from West Malaysia and East Malaysia. All the people, many people, they have ordered through our website their Kuching Food Aid box, and it was a hit. We have the collaborations with many wholesalers, so we get it from them in our warehouse. And when Chantal orders like this much amount we need or this many packets we need, our team, they packages it and then they delivers it to the people that Chantal says. And sometimes the volunteers come and collect from us. They are really doing amazing, great job. These volunteers are really helping the packages to be delivered to the people that are really in need. So they know whom to deliver it, whom to give it. So they take it from us and then they deliver it to the people who are really in need of those packages. And sometimes we ourselves deliver it according to the list that they give.
Naeem was instrumental in people going, hey, I can buy food aid really quickly. And he was amazing to grocery. Yeah.
To get food to 1,730 families in total, 36 acres.
I feel like now when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, what can I do to help in any way? There isn't a day now since that morning that I haven't been working on Kuching Food Aid, because we started in Kuching and then we've branched out now to the whole of Sarawak. There isn't a day where something isn't happening. there isn't a day where people are trying to connect, that people aren't trying to help. And they're using me, and I'm happy to be in that position, that they can use me as a vessel to connect. Be it through, volunteers, through donors, through our Facebook and our Instagram. The channel's always open. So if people need help or if people want to give help, we can communicate. And I think that for me has been a life-changing moment for me. And I feel like I have more purpose now. Yeah. I think leading up to Kuching Food Aid, I had been a business owner for so many years. I still am now. And I think all the skills that I learnt, in my entrepreneurial journey has helped me with the food aid. And I think I did it, people probably wonder, how do you start an NGO? Why did you start an NGO? It was all really accidental. I never thought in my wildest dream that we would get to where we are. But I think I saw that I had the ability to use my skills in a really great way and do it my way. I think that's probably why I'm still able to do it. I also have a really incredible support network. I have a husband that supports what I want to do, so I never feel guilty doing either my work or Kuching Food Aid. There isn't a time that my kids also don't understand that it's something that I'm focused and I'm passionate about. I think having a supportive family, supportive friends, network, even all of my staff, they are supportive, and it makes it easier to get things done. You're right, when you have people that believe in you around you, they're able to help you. Yeah, so I make it happen because I love it. And I think when you love something, you'll have so much energy and you always have time for it.
7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 4, 5.
Berkenaan dengan apa yang mungkin saya dapat di end of the day, saya tidak mengharapkan apa-apa. Ya, that's from me. Ya, asal saya dapat melakukannya, itu saya berpuas hati dan saya puji Tuhan kerana diberi peluang. Many people tidak ada peluang untuk melakukan ini, even though they love to do it, they want to do it, tetapi kemampuan di dalam hati mereka untuk melakukannya tidak ada. Ramai orang mengatakan I want, tetapi tinggal sebut saja. Apabila tidak ada sesuatu yang mendorong kamu melakukannya, kamu tidak akan melakukannya. Apatah lagi kalau melakukannya at your own cost, at your own time, ya, and do a lot of sacrifice, ya, for the sake of other people. Di mana kalau kita melihat volunteer yang melakukan ini, mereka mungkin dorongan untuk recognition, mungkin dorongan untuk dikenali, mungkin dorongan untuk diberi pujian, tapi bagi saya tidak mengharapkan apa-apa. Cukup saya diberi peluang. That's the end of it. Ya, yang saya perlukan yaitu peluang untuk saya menyalurkan kasih sayang kepada manusia.
Yeah, it really made me feel amazing because this is a really great job. Reaching out to people during the crisis time, it's really amazing. It mesmerized me when I saw all these people. They were really happy to get this sort of packages, and then they were enjoying these packages because it will last them around 1 week to around 2 weeks. So these people who are really poor and then living in a hut in a very not good condition, when they get this sort of helps and aids, they really become happy. Yes, I'm proud of working these sort of things. I love to do philanthropy things and I love humanitarian works. When people are happy, it makes me happy. That is the goal of thegrocery.com. We want to make everyone happy. So together working with Kuching Food Aid, we are trying our best to make people happy, no matter they are rich or poor.
Kuching Food Aid Kuching Food Aid belongs to everybody. Like, it's a community initiative, and I always love that because I can't do it by myself, obviously. It has to be the community doing it. So Kuching Food Aid moving forward will only be Kuching Food Aid if the community is there to support it. So without the community and without that spirit, Kuching Food Aid won't exist. So what is the future of Kuching Food Aid? It's whatever the community wants it to be. And I think that's the most exciting part, because we don't know what will happen, and we don't know whether the community is going to be there to support it. So in my part, my job is to keep communicating, and it's to keep sharing the stories. But I can only share the stories that the volunteers are willing to come forward with, because I obviously can't be everywhere. I wish I could, but I'm still sitting there on the phone, connecting. I'm the connector. That's me at the end, I guess. I'm just that connector. Yeah, and I think that's the thing that I'm best at, is problem solving and connecting at the end of the day. But Kuching Food Aid is so much bigger than me. It's everybody, and it's how much they're willing to help. Is that a good sum up? I don't know. That is truly what it is, though, because if it is a community initiative, if the community is not going to help, we don't matter anymore. Because I can't do it on my own. There's no way. I'd go mental if it was all just me doing it on my own, and I would have no money left. I've been down that path. I gave all my money, and that's why I had to grow, because I'm like, I can't sustain this. Because I don't want to say no. What do you do when people come to you and you run out of money? You have to ask for help. No one likes asking for help. I didn't want to ask for help, but I put my tail between my legs, put my hand up and say, I'm defeated. I need help, and people helped. So I think everyone comes to that part in their life where they're like, I want to give, and then you give too much. You've got nothing left to give. So you've got to come together and help each other.